Although some Republicans feel that this act should not have been signed, today marks the one-year anniversary of the Affordable Care Act being signed into law. Many of these major projects are already in progress with hopes of being completed within the near future. With that being said, the Leon County Public Schools are taking a huge leap towards molding tomorrow's leaders. Whether your goal is to play in the pros, college, or even make your high school team, Next Level Baseball can and will help you swing your way to the top. For News 20 at 5, I'm Omari Brown reporting. BP posted a massive quarterly loss of over $17 billion due to costs stemming from the Gulf of Mexico oil disaster. The disaster has taken a heavy financial toll on BP, lowering its market value. BP may have to pay several fines to the U.S. government for violating the Clear Water Act. Some estimates put that tally as high as $18 billion. Florida State of Emergency Management Lieutenant Matthew Anderson talks about the work that they are doing in the Gulf.
We have crews that are patrolling the beach as safety observers. We have shoreside cleanup and assessment teams, or SCAT teams. They're out to work with these guys to help them spot where the oil is coming ashore most heavily and get it scooped up and out of the way.
BP's suffering seems to be going a long way. Many people are simply starting to buy their gas at the non-BP station down the street. Local resident Curtis Forrest says he will not buy gas at any BP station.
I don't buy BP anymore. I really drive by the gas station because I honestly believe that they need to be held accountable and responsible for the mess that they created in the Gulf.
Ford is one of the many who are boycotting the oil giant. But what many don't realize is that boycotting of BP gas stations won't actually hurt BP itself. Although some people feel that boycotting BP stations is the right thing to do, what they don't realize is that they are just hurting their local business owners. For News 20 at 5, I'm Omari Brown. Crime amongst youth in Leon County has made a major jump since 2008. Now in 2010, the Department of Juvenile Justice has news to change all of that. The state of Florida and DOJJ has implemented several mentoring programs to keep Leon County children out of trouble. AMI Director of Operations Tony Threats says these programs can be a great outreach for kids.
And the thing is, you know, everything that just about everything that we do is to encourage a positive behavior.
DOJJ officials say that the programs have caused the incarceration numbers to gradually drop for the entire state of Florida. The number of juvenile arrests are down 8% and incarcerations are down 10%. The programs are designed to address specific problems and provide interventions for at-risk youth and their families. DOJJ Deputy Director of Communications Samadi Jones talks about what the state has to offer to keep the youth on the right track.
For kids who've been adjudicated as delinquent, redirection, which allows them to get services with their family while they're at home.
They combine education, behavior modification, and help rebuild confidence and reinforce accountability in kids. In the end, kids learn the right way on how to handle their problems, as well as keeping them out of handcuffs. For News 20 at 5, I'm Omari Brown. It's a part of every sport, the blows, the hits, and the possibility of a concussion. Senate Bill 730, proposed by Antir Flores, are hoping to make Florida the 10th state to create mandatory programs that educate high school student athletes, coaches, and parents about concussions.
It analyzes the student athlete for gives them a baseline before the season starts.
In Leon County, 5 public high schools, as well as FAMU High, Florida High, and McClay have already implemented a concussion program. Some of the newer helmets are called revolutionary helmets. Now they do have side padding inside of the helmets to help from getting hit from the side and protecting your head.
4 years ago, I decided to go with the Revolution helmets, which in my estimation is one of the better helmets out there that prevent side, front, and back concussions.
More than 800 student athletes were administered baseline tests prior to the start of the 2010-2011 school year. For News 20 at 5, Omari Brown reporting.